Hey, Cousin Trey, what are you doing? Oh, God. Please, stop calling me your cousin. What? What are you talking about, man? You know we're cousins. Just let it happen. What do you want? I just want to try to see what you was doing. Hey, what's that over there?
That's a resin printer. Just don't touch it, okay? No, don't get any ideas. Don't touch it.
It sure does look cool.
Dude, seriously, if you touch it, I will hurt you.
Well, you feel a little froggy, huh? You want a good old-fashioned ass whooping?
Bubba.
And we are live.
All right, what is up, beautiful people? It's Wolf Brother Mythos.
And I am the Freak, and welcome to the Saturday live chat with that guy. That guy. There he is. Big freaking Mek.
Big Mek Danskull. Hello, how you doing, guys? Hope you're all well.
Wow, even his intro is so cool.
Absolutely, and he nails it perfectly.
Yeah, he does. It's like seamless, man.
Unlike us, where we're like, I'm Wolf Brother. Awkward pause.
Freak me, I am.
Guys, we're so excited to be working with Big Mek Danskull once again. We had a chat with him earlier in the year, our very first guest, by the way, for our Saturday live chats. And that one kind of had a little hiccup. Freak had to leave on an emergency, but then we had just a really cool, like, it was like 4-hour long hobby and just chat and hang out. It was a mega episode. So, Big Mek, what you been up to since the last time we talked, my man?
Well, not a lot. Recently, I've not been doing too much, but in between, I can't remember if last time I'd already started the Conquest tutorial missions on my channel. So I've been ploughing along with painting some of the Conquest miniatures. Painting a few Orc miniatures now and again, and of course Gazgul's been released since then, and the whole Prophecy of the Wolf box. So I started on Gazgul, did a few live streams. He's kind of stalled at the minute. I've done his skin, his face, and started on his arms, but leaving it there. Since then there's been I was off work for about 9 weeks as well with lockdown in the UK. So back in work now, though. I've been back in work for a few months now. So it's all pretty much back to normal for me.
Right on. Busy. I've just got to say, I really like your Conquest tutorial missions, and I've also really enjoyed the ones where you substitute one side with the Orcs.
Yeah,
that's been pretty fun too.
I do intend to do more of them, but what I might do is just wait to get my hands on the 9th edition rulebook and then switch it over to that and just play like really low power level games.
Well, they have been recommending that, everyone try and start off 9th edition with the lower, 500 points combat patrol sizes and then work your way up. So
seems like the way forward.
Freak and I are actually really looking forward to our first combat patrol as well. And I think I'm going to start off 9th edition at taking the Green Boys.
Yes.
Oh, excellent. It's good to hear.
That'll be cool. Freakalicious, you have any hobby update, my brother? Well, we did something last night.
Yeah, we did. That's a hobby update. we actually had a hobby hangout last night. We did absolutely nothing but hobby and chat and talk and hobby and chat and talk. It was great. I'll tell you what, the whole last 2 weeks has been absolutely murder for both of us. Especially this past week has been just really unreal. For so many different reasons. Mythos with his new job, and mine because everybody was out. I was the only IT guy for all 5 campuses that we deal with, and it was grueling, man. It was rough. Then finally, it's a stroke of. I did not roll freaks. I actually rolled 6s. One of our guys actually returned to work yesterday morning. We're like, oh my goodness! So we were so excited because I had I had the fear that I was going to be back on call again this week, and it was just not going to be good. Anyway, so thank goodness we didn't have to do any of that. No, none of us, me and the other guy, didn't have to go on call. The guy who returned from being ill, he is on call this week. So cheers to that guy. No, man, it's been absolutely nuts. So last night we got an opportunity to do a little bit of hobbying. For me, I had just completed an amazing little project. It is a ninja, but on an outer world basing. It's really, really cool. And did we put that? I didn't see if that was on the Art of the Week. Did you put that up there, Mythos?
I did not, but I will get it to you.
Yeah. And so it's really cool because basically it was, it's a, by the way, this is all printed. This was 3D printed, resin printed. It was a really cool ninja in an action pose. Really neat. He's got double blades, right? He's got one across his chest and one, in a striking pose. But the basing was more kind of outer worldly, alienish, if you will. And the coloring just made it just absolutely beautiful. Anyway, so we're going to showcase that in the Art of the Week when we can. But that was, I was able to finish that finally, and now it's on my shelf. And then I'm doing a project for Mythos. I'm printing up a couple of really cool accessories for his orcs. So I got an opportunity to actually prime them because my resin happens to be translucent. So,
it's extremely cool.
Yeah. So it's pretty neat. So we got a little.
To give you some quick kudos, I know you were kind of worried when we got into the resin printing that, with the files and the way you got to blender them and all and stuff like that, that you might have some failed prints. And we've seen, a lot of new people when they start, they have, several failed prints. But you've had really crisp prints right off the bat, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
All right, we got an amazing chat today, just packed full of people. We've got Brother Meeks in the chat. What's going on? We got Mini Warmutt saying we're waiting. Hey, we're actually relatively time today.
We are.
For us is huge.
Yeah. Don't get too used to this. This might never happen again.
Mini Warmutt's just finishing a video for his Mantic Plague zombies from Dead Zone, and he did, I think, 20 of them is what he said in the chat last night, which is massive. We have our brother who, by the way, made the banners, our Frost and Fist banners for Ancients and Standard Bearers. Heinrich Botha, who says, cleaning his desk while waiting. It's a sacrifice. I appreciate that. I hope your desk is nice and shiny now. Oh, we got Spongehammer with Sponge Murphy in the chat. Another great channel. Awesome guy. Man, we got some real legends here. We've got Ybird says, I'm running late. It would help if I read the comment before actually reading it. We got Sponge. We got who's working away in his hobby shed. We've got Boffnet. We've got Running Bear. Good to see all of you. We've got Dave. Dave Dog in the chat says, hey, man, we got to get into some global international Warhammer crimes. I mean, if that's what we got to do. We've got somebody we're going to talk about a little later, the Goldfish of Justice, who has an incredible YouTube channel just full of like really amazing content, but has switched crossed over into the Twitch realm, and we'll talk a little bit about that later. I wonder how baby's getting on with their orcs. Well, your Wolf Brother's been putting in some work on the Green Boys, and Freak hasn't started his journey yet, but he's getting close. He's getting close. People are welcoming the Big Mek. We got some WOG for the Big Mek. We've got Ybird in the chat now. Freak, I'm going to let you read his sentence in Spanish because I don't do the Spanish.
Yep, Tomás says, muy buenas tardes a todos los gentes. And I said, bienvenidos. Basically, he said, good afternoon, all good people. And I said, welcome, my brother. And he responded, bueno, la próxima episodio Todo en español, haha, fist. So basically, he's asking, hey, the next episode, let's do it all in Spanish. So, vamos a ver, tal vez, quién sabe. So, maybe one day.
He warned me yesterday in Discord that he was going to turn this into an all Spanish episode in the chat. I'm like, nope, I don't use the Spanish. I can't speak the Spanish.
I can't speak. Just let it happen. Just put an O after everything you say. That's Spanish.
I can't do that because, you know, I have a lot of respect for most of our Spanish-speaking family here.
Hey, do you play Warhammer?
And we lost it. Anyways, lots of big love for Big Mek. We've got the Pickle Jar afternoon, dudes. Good to see you, Pickle Jar.
He's starting to cook some tea.
By the way, seeing both Wyber, the Goldfish, the Pickle Jar is a good time for us to say, as always, that we are both part of the IDICBeer Wargamers Unification group, and of course, you know, the Chilling Network.
Yep.
Chill Chat Wargame Repeat, baby, because over on the Chilling Network, Brother Spud always says it's nonstop wargame.
Okay.
If you could do a 2-hour show in Klingon, I'd be impressed. I would too, since I don't speak a lick. I've always thought that was a cool looking language. I might that or yeah, exactly. Elvish from Lord of the Rings would be really cool languages to learn. Pickle Jar starting to cook some tea. And steaks for sandwiches, almost back to normal speed on my bike. Got up to 20 miles an hour today. Awesome. I've been doing a little working out myself. I don't have a ton of hobby update, but one of the things is for about a week and a half now, almost, I think 2 weeks now, my brothers have had me in a 100 push-up a day challenge, and I really struggled at first. And I was breaking down some of the sets to sets of 10s, but as long as I could get it up to, 100 a day, I was doing okay. And I'm doing okay now, building a little strength and doing sets of 35 to crank out my 100 a day. So,
yeah, you really feel it when you've not done it for a little while. When you've done little exercise for a while, and you get back into it, it's like you feel it straight away the next day.
Exactly. And that's why I'm trying not to take any days off, because even one day of resting and letting my muscles go cold, when I go back the next day, it's just like, oof, what am I doing? You are quite an exercise enthusiast too. I see your runs on your Instagram a lot.
Yeah, it's been a little while. During lockdown, I did try to get up and running. Excuse the pun, up and running again. But I went cycling actually instead, because my knee had a bit of a niggle in my knee, so I went cycling instead. And then the next day, I could barely walk up and down the stairs.
Oh, wow.
I think serious issues in my right knee. But it seems to have been all right recently, so I might try a long cycle ride again in the not too distant future, and then see how we go from there.
I need to get back at running. I started to, and it got uber hot out here, man, and it was like, no.
I say it all the time. I used to actually enjoy going outside until I moved to Texas.
Can imagine.
Oh my goodness. Oh man, they say don't touch your face. I say watch
God.
Me.
Mm-hmm. Freak! You not only offended our Spanish-speaking community, you decided to put it in writing. What are you doing to me?
Nothing.
Oh man.
Hey, we got support.
Oh, goodness. We need Crazy Train playing, because it does not take long to go off the rails.
I would if we were not demonetized.
It's funny, because we never start off the rails. It just, as soon as the show starts, about 30 seconds in.
Yep. Oh, we're no longer on tracks. We're on a highway.
Mm-hmm.
Some of did you want to show some of the pieces that you primed for me last night? Your 3D printing has just been so clean.
Yeah. Let me
while you grab some of those, I'll show
Yeah.
off a little bit what my hobby update.
Yeah.
So last night, I mostly did a lot of priming on about 14 boys, one knob, boss knob for my boys, one commando, that's my test piece. And the reason I only have one commando is because I got in just a shoulder pad order from Spellcrow, and they threw in this huge bits bag that gave me enough for one commando, one Space Marine with multiple head, shoulder pad, and weapon options, melee and ranged, and then some bits for Acadian. So it was pretty cool, and it works honestly because I went and bought the rest of a set of 10 commandos for my orcs. But I really like the way the Spellcrow commandos look.
Nice.
Pretty cool, man.
Shirtless, that guy.
So what?
Is he shirtless? No top on.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Nice.
And I think I like the way they look better than I like the way the actual Forge World commandos look. But not to bag on GW or anything like that. But I really like those commandos that are in the Spellcrow line.
Yeah. There's a big call in the orc community in general for Well, it's the same in any faction. Everybody wants their entire army in plastic, but orcs,
of course,
call for tank boxes and commandos to be made into plastic now, just as a dual kit or something like that. So it's going to be interesting to see whether we get that in the not too distant future.
I would really love, because I have my brother's Eldar army to paint up eventually, and I would really love some plastic shining spears because I refuse after seeing the Hornets he got from Forge World and the way those Eldar guns just droop down. It's like,
they're long, thin ones, aren't they? So
these things are like, and they're itty bitty. They're the size of they're smaller than a land speeder. You pay I think it's like $60 or something like that, and the guns just don't stay up, but they just droop down. And I'm just like, okay. The shining spears were going to be my next Eldar purchase, but I just can't do the fine cast. Especially, the spears are the biggest part of the shining spear, and they're long, thin, and just don't seem like resin would be the best way to go with them.
Yeah, the only way to sort of fix that is just to replace basically the whole barrel of it with a brass rod or something like that, and just have the ends on it.
Yeah,
it doesn't. It's not worth the hassle, I'd say.
Yeah. So I've held off on the Shining Spears project from my brother's Eldar. But I also recently inherited a Dark Eldar army, and I've always wanted to paint up the Yanari model, the Triumvirate for the Yanari. So I think I might just combine. So my brother Darklight had the Eldar, and my brother Kalo gave me his Dark Eldar. So I'm just going to combine both brothers into a Yanari army.
That's the way to do it, I think.
So my little hobby update is, like I said, 14 boys and a boss knob. And I decided, my brother Daz gave me his whole orc army, and I saw he gave me a massive Tupperware full of orcs that was mostly boys, and 5 Death Coptas from Assault on Blackreach, which is awesome. And they're not cheap to find because they're out of print models, so that was pretty awesome. And some of these Assault on Blackreach knobs, and I'm so far, well, he had just a bunch of knobs, the classic GW ones and these Assault on Blackreach ones. I really like these Assault on Blackreach ones. They're big and beefy. They're my favorite knob models right now. So I chopped the arm off one because they only come with the basic Shuda and Choppa, and put a Power Claw on them last night. So I converted him during the stream last night, primed up all these guys and did all their skin tones, and got that nice pop of Necrotite green that I really like. And so 14 boys. And of course I did some Zenithal on a vampire model that I'm going to be doing for commission, and of course that commando. So this is my hobby update for the week.
Wow.
It looks more impressive altogether. Freak, I sent the pictures to you if you want to show off your hobby update. Also, if you want to, I think you went and grabbed those prime pieces of the. Oh yeah, the squig. That's pretty cool. So I didn't like the fine cast squigs. Do you have any squigs in your orc army, Big Beck?
I've got. Let me think. I've got an attack squig that comes with one of the war bosses, the one that was Gruk Face Ripper.
Okay.
And I've got a load of squig hoppers and stuff from Age of Sigmar that I've not converted yet, but I'm going to be converting them into various units.
The Sigmar ones look pretty cool.
Yeah, they're all plastic, the Sigmar ones, so they're all like. I think I quite like the relatively new sculpts.
That's cool. I wanted an attack squig for my war boss. I have a war boss lady that I got from Lady Dragon over at Gamecraft Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
She's up on my shelf now. But I wanted to equip her with an attack squig for my war boss. And I didn't really care for the Finecast ones. And we found these squigs on Thingiverse, and I just really like their look a lot more.
Yeah, they look fantastic. These are just, I think the way I like my squigs is just sort of almost a human orc hybrid head on legs. That's the way I like them. So these ones look fantastic.
You know, I didn't think about that before, but that is kind of what it looks like. We've got Debunka in the chat. Very cool. It looks like a Hero Quest base. Cool. I wasn't around for the Hero Quest era, but I've heard good things about it. Assault on Blackreach was a cool set. I really like the models I've seen from it so far. I kind of wish those sets were still around because first of all, I love the Noms and I love the Deathcopters. So I just imagine that whole set would have been, and you know, I love Space Marines, so that whole set would have been right up my alley. Got some black cherry soda from Wybird. Very cool. So yeah, you can see these bits here that Freak is screening. These are like an alternative Death Dread build, and that's pretty cool that he found for me. And I'm going to be going with 4 buzzsaws on that for the 4 extra attacks.
Very nice.
Cool. Because I'm going Goths and I want that melee punch, and I figure, you know, if these get in nice and close, it'll probably take them a hot minute to get up the field, but once they get in, start buzzing through things.
Excellent.
So there's usually, when I talk to other orc players, they're usually of 2 minds. Some are boys before toys, and they say you have to play with a minimum of 90 boys. And then some of them really like their toys, you know, like the Dread Mob and stuff like that, and they want lots of armor. How do you like your orcs?
It's been a while since I played a game of 40k, but to be honest, I think I play quite often low power level games, and I think in those games, they're the games that you definitely have to go boys before toys. However, I don't listen to my own advice, and I like to just throw in specialist units like flash kits and stuff like that, and they're just too expensive to be cost effective at that low power level that I play at. So, you know, I don't listen to my own advice, but I think boys before toys is the way to go. But I like to play with a variety of units and stuff. So, you know, just to see what they can do, because I don't play that often. So I throw in my rarest units or one of each kind of thing.
I feel exactly the same way. And then I always get a bad case of what have I painted recently? Or what am I most proud of? What do I think has the best paint job? I'm going to take some of this and some of this and some of this. Just like I very seldom play my Blood Claws for my Space Wolves, because most of my Blood Claws were painted my first year of playing Space Wolves, my Blood Claws and my Grey Hunters. And first of all, I don't believe in tactical Marines. I just feel like they die and don't put out very much damage, and they're not worth the points in my opinion. I think the Primaris ones are great, but so first of all, I don't believe in tactical Marines, but the Blood Claws have a purpose, but I don't play them as much as I would like to, just because they're my worst painted unit from being one of my first units ever painted.
Yeah.
We're on to the Ninja now. Freak, tell us a little bit about this. So this guy, I found him on Thingiverse, right? And I wanted, actually, yeah, it was a Thingiverse. Either Thingiverse or somebody actually shared the file with me, and I love the style of the Ninja. His pose is just an amazing action pose, and so I wanted it, but I didn't want it on a very. I thought about a contemporary base or a classic Japanese background base, but I was like, you know what? I just want this outer worldly. I want it more alien. So it worked out really well with the colors. Because it kind of brings out the colors of the actual ninja, and I figured, you know what, hey, this ninja's taking care of business on an alien world, man. So hey, I'm all about that. So it kind of turned out pretty cool.
It looks amazing.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, I really like it. It's cool.
Thank you. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. The basing, I try to do a type of almost like a pearl color change look without actually using that type of paint, because I know you can get that kind of paint where you can turn it a certain way and it looks blue or purple, and another way you turn it looks green. Well, I kind of did that by shooting certain colors from a different direction and then a different color on a different direction, so it kind of gives you that look already. You can kind of see how it changes depending on how I move it. So so it actually worked out pretty good. It kind of gives also some dimension to the rock. It makes it look a little crystal-like.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's
absolutely. I think you've really achieved it. You achieved what you were aiming for there. It's I would have thought, without you saying that, I would have thought it was the two-tone sort of paint.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, that's kind of what I was going for. I wanted to give it that alien two-tone, color change look, and it worked out really well.
Great job.
Thank you.
So, Running Bear says looking good on the model and the base, bud, and Goldfish of Justice. Him along with Wolf Wraith, El Station. I mean, some of the most phenomenal painters I know. So Goldfish being such an incredibly just badass painter. Dude, you're getting some kudos on how good your model looks, dude. He says aliens need assassins too. It looks great.
Right. I agree with that. All right, let me.
We've got some modeling for advantage. Good to see you, my brother. Good to see you.
Oh man. Let's see.
So, Freak, I just sent you a couple of links. One is the Big Mek himself, and one is the Goldfish. So we're going to do our guest spotlight as we usually do on Saturdays. Just kind of, I mean, some people have seen this when we were here for the earlier chat in the year, but we've gained about 100 or so subs since then. So just want to make sure that we show off who's here. Not that anybody in this chat would not know who Big Mek is. But.
Yeah, absolutely. So who do you want to showcase first, Goldfish? Or
let's go with Big Mek first. We'll showcase our guest, and then we'll do the other one.
All right. Bear with me here.
Oh, that's your Steve-O cup.
Yeah,
I didn't notice it at first.
Yeah. I thought this is its debut on stream. I've not saved it for one of my own streams. I thought I'd bring it out for this one. And so it's got a nice big orc on the front. That's Steve-O's image in orc form.
That's awesome. Funny. That's awesome. I got to get me some of those. I haven't checked. Do you know if Steve-O sells his mugs?
I think so.
It was a giveaway special.
For sure. I think they all the 4 orc war bosses of the apocalypse, I think they all sell them, but I might be wrong there. I might just be assuming that.
I might have to check that out. Because I have a Space Wolves mug, and I should get something to represent my other armies.
Mm-hmm. I'm always tempted to pick another one up if I'm in Warhammer World at all, because they sell them there. But they've got a merch site now as well, haven't they? They do. It's a little expensive, I think, whereas this one's a little more reasonably priced. Warhammer merch or something it's called.
Nice.
And also, the merch shop they had before was UK only. We couldn't.
Was it? I didn't realize that.
Yep. A friend of the channel, Puja Hira, actually, since I couldn't buy it here, allowed me to send him some cash, and he picked it up and mailed it over to me. So.
Oh, that's cool.
All right, so we've got Big Mek's channel here, and We can check out some of the recent videos and activity if you don't mind clicking on that, Freak. Show people what the Big Mec's been up to. And Big Mec, while he does that, would you like to talk about your channel a little bit?
Yeah, of course. Well, I was on around 300 subscribers a couple of years ago, and then I started Conquest magazine, which you guys in the States still haven't had yet. And I don't think you'll be getting that one now. Hopefully you'll get something similar in the not too distant future there. But yeah, I started Conquest magazine, and then my subscribership just shot through the roof. I got to 1,000 subscribers within the space of a couple of months without even trying. So the magazine reviews became a regular part of my channel. And then recently, I've tried getting into Mortal Realms magazines, but I've decided now that I'm going to stop them at issue 24. But more widely about my channel, I do Conquest tutorial missions on my channel, and I've tried to get regular Orc content up recently because my channel name at the end of the day is Big Mek Danskull, and there wasn't an awful lot of Orc content on there. It was probably about March time this year, I think, I decided I'm going to make a concerted effort to try and get a regular Orc video up at least once a week or once every 2 weeks, even if it's just a live stream where I just chat about orcs while I'm painting orcs, whatever. So yeah, there's a drive at the minute on my channel to get more regular orc content, and I think there's space on my channel now that I'm going to be in, I think 3 or 4 weeks time, I'm going to be stopping the Thursday magazine reviews. I'm going to be more easily able to get the regular orc video up and the Conquest tutorial missions. So I do like 2 videos a week, I'd say, reliably. But recently I've had a lot going on in my life, getting back into work and stuff, and it's been super busy because there's fewer staff in work. So yeah, the content's wavering a bit at the minute, but I aim to get back up to 2 videos a week when possible.
On the note of Big Mec being in the name and needing to get back to some Orc channel, I really got to get back to some Space Wolves content at some point.
Yeah, it's the battle, isn't it? It's that magpie or butterfly hobbyist that in us all, I think, where we just float from one to another.
Ooh, shiny. Yep, I can be a bit of a squirrel sometimes myself.
Mm-hmm.
Hard not to be a little squirrelish with, especially when you see new sculpts and just amazing new stuff come out.
Definitely,
or even new rules and stuff. Wybird says, keep the white scars mythos. I do love my white scars, and I have a love-hate relationship with my white scars because I love the way they look in the end, and honestly, I really love the way they play. Freak and I had a long chat before I even got into white scars, where I was so unhappy with the nerfs they'd given Thunderwolves at the beginning of 8th that I wanted to try running them as combat variations of white scars and run my Space Wolves as white scars. And then eventually I just got into playing them, and I love the play style for white scars. I love the way my army looks, but to get them to that point, man, white is a bitch of an armor color to paint.
Yeah, definitely.
Really enjoying the Conquest Bat Reps, lovely models too. Says modeling for advantage. So
thank you very much. Really appreciate that.
He also mentioned your magnificent beard, finely woven as always.
Yeah, it might not be here too long after recent announcements in the UK in terms of wearing masks in public and stuff like that. So I might get rid of it just so that mask is a little bit tighter on my face. We'll see.
You'll have to take parting memory selfies.
Oh yeah. What I'm going to do, I'm going to shave it off, and then I'm going to send samples off to different wargamers around the world.
Yes, send me some. I might have good luck. I'm tired of getting tased, Big Mec. So please.
Lupus Canis. Good morning, my brother. For Roos, he says, smash that like button, please. Don't lose the beard, just get a beard mask, says Boffnet. And actually, a tip from our friend of the channel, Proxy Predator, you could just get one of the old school plate masks. Your whole beard will fit right in. Just... Send it to Little Princess's charity. They make wigs for kids.
I'm not sure this is the kind of hair they want this.
Your hair needs to be very curly. I'm not sure how.
Yeah. I could imagine some little kid running around with with his beard on their heads.
Have you seen the pictures kids take with, people take with their babies of a dad with a long beard leaning over a baby, and the baby's wearing their the beardless hair?
Oh my gosh,
that's what it made me think of.
I think they should just put it on the back of the baby's head. Make it look like one of those, those kung fu ninja, priests or monks, that is
especially with the braid.
Yes, just the back, just coming out of the back of their head. You're like, oh my god, that would be awesome.
That's awesome. Welcome back, Spongehammer, my man. Awesome. Here we have the Twitch channel for the Goldfish of Justice. You guys have probably seen before when we were doing our Chilling Wargamers shout out on our Saturday live stream. What was it, 2 months ago?
Yeah, about that.
We covered a bunch of our Chilling Network brothers, and we covered Goldfish's YouTube channel. But like I mentioned earlier in the chat, recently has made the jump to the Twitch and has been just absolutely smashing it. First of all, really great chill and chat kind of streams where he's painting incredibly, by the way. His shiny effects and non-metallic work is virtually unparalleled. Like, it's just incredible the way he can, especially like here you can see he's working on some tiny ships from Shattered Void, and I mean just the way those little ships come out. I was watching yesterday when he was putting the resin together, and then today, just the way they come out all shiny and stuff like that. Just you would think that there's some kind of metal to it, but the way it actually absolutely shines, it looks like a shiny spaceship, and he just paints them phenomenally. So you're going to be able to see incredible paint work. He always answers questions on how to paint in the chat, and of course, just good conversation with a great guy. He great Twitch streams. Like I said, I always recommend Wolf Wraith if you want to go over and get some hobby content on Twitch, and absolutely that is one phenomenal Twitch streamer to go to. And this one, we have another one now, the Goldfish of Justice's Twitch stream. Highly recommend. Highly recommend.
Right, and
this
honestly, is not to be confused with Goldfish the snacks. So please don't think that that's what we're promoting here. I do like Goldfish, but this is not what we're talking about. So.
My little girls, I have to buy them the extra large size carton every week. They will just mow through those Goldfish.
Especially like the pizza flavor. I can't believe they got all that pizza flavor into one little bitty Goldfish. How do they do that?
We got Rob from the T.
Holy cow!
I'm definitely gonna have to go chat, watch your chat as soon as our stream is over, because you guys know I've always worried about shooty editions of Warhammer. Being a close combat lover myself, I thought it was a great topic. I got to go check that out on your show, my man. So yeah, modeling for advantage. Oh, I was laughing at the Wings comment. Okay. Question for Big Mek: when are you going to bin those Yellow Marines and join the hunt with the great company?
I'm never going to do that, am I? I mean, it's just, I don't want that stink in my house.
Yes.
So,
true loyalist.
Those of you who mostly see his conquest stuff, you may know that he's got some Death Guard. You may know that he's got some Imperial Fists, which are Imperial Fists. I love that red-brown Halfords underneath the yellow. Your Imperial Fists look great shading. And those, of course, it's in the name. You guys know he likes orcs, but some of you may not know that he is a scion of the Thousand Sons, and so being that his loyalty lies towards the Thousand Sons, we may never see representing Rus.
If I ever do decide to paint some up, you'll never see them on my YouTube channel because I've got to just paint them up in secret in a dark room at night.
Anybody seen Big Mek? Oh, there he is. Big Mek, what are you doing? No, nothing. Drugs.
Oh man. You have a hello from the Miniatures Paintbrush, Big Mek.
Hello.
All right. So we've done our shout out portion of the show. We did a guest spotlight. We can either go on to some news bits or some art of the week. What would you gentlemen prefer?
I'm good either way, my man.
And actually, we're relatively, we're not pushing time right at the minute. We've managed to stay relatively on track. We went a little off the rails at first, but.
All right, we're covered.
And you just got a sub from the Goldfish of Justice.
Oh, fantastic! I just followed you on Twitch as well. So I don't go on Twitch streams that often myself, but I've found myself more recently going on a little more often looking for Twitch streams and stuff. So a lot of the time I'm just working my way through my subscription feed on YouTube because I'm subscribed to so many people. But yeah, I have had a hankering for hopping on over to Twitch recently and checking a few streamers out over there. A little bit more variety.
Nice.
That's awesome. That's one of my favorite things is seeing this amazing hobby community come together like that.
Hey, Mythos, I got a question for you. This is hobby related. So, do you go through kicks sometimes? Like, okay, and a reason why I asked is just very recently I have had this hankering for getting a book back in my face. I haven't sat down with a good book in a long time, and I don't know, man. It's just like God, I really need to. I have a Kindle. It's the smaller e-reader, and I used to love reading that. I used to read that, man, like crazy, and I just pulled it out. I got it charging right now because, dude, there are some books that I want to get my face into. It's like, do you get through this? Sometimes you go through where you're reading, then never read again for like, I don't know, a century, and then you go like, man, I'm wondering if I can even read.
I feel like anyone who likes reading goes through those phases because as much as I love audiobooks, sometimes I just want the feel of paper in my hand.
Yeah.
And so I have so many doubles where I've bought the audiobook and gone back and bought the paper. Yeah. Like the Dresden Files just came out with Peace Talks this week.
Yep.
And I got the audiobook right away because I actually pre-ordered that so I could, the minute it released, I could start listening to it.
Yeah.
But obviously, I'm going to be picking up the paperback as well, just because I like having the paper in my hands.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I want to do. I want to get the e-reader, the Mobi for that on my reader because it's like paper in itself. I mean, it's really cool. That's why I love the e-reader, the Kindle for that. So that's what I'm kind of in the mood for. So anyway, yeah, Big Mek, what about you, my man?
Myself, I've not been reading too much recently. I find I was working my way through the Horus Heresy books, but I find whenever I get to one of the short story ones, maybe I should just start skipping them. But whenever I get to one of the short story ones, I sort of stall a little bit. But I was reading, is it called Prince of Crows, I think, one of the short stories about Sevatar in the Night Lords. And the more I read of it, the more I like the character. Whereas before, when I've seen the character through other Marines' eyes and stuff, he's one of those guys that it just seems like I'd never be able to relate to him. But it's really clever the way the authors just, they portray the character in a different light, and then you really come to like one that you hated before and stuff like that. So I do get really excited when they sort of they do these magical tricks. Cast a spell on you that makes you like a character that you thought you hated.
Right.
I gotta agree with that. In fact, I honestly just don't relate to any of the Night Lords just because, the whole, making piles and thrones of corpses and stuff like that, and skinning, civilians and stuff like that just doesn't read with me. I just can't relate.
I mean, it's not something you do in your spare time, Mythos.
It is not. But so I don't really care for Night Lords in general, but something about, I think that particular short story just made me connect with Sevatar. And I was like, okay, this guy's kind of cool. And it's crazy how books have that power,
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
You get really invested in what you're reading, and that story matters. I think, when you're reading, that story matters more than if you just get the cliff notes from, say, 40K Wiki and stuff like that.
Right.
And I've actually gotten into lore debates with people before because they've just gotten the cliff notes from like a 40K Wiki or something like that, or even video game wiki and stuff like that. But I'm like, well, I mean, if you actually read the book, this, and this happens, and kind of gives you a different perspective on it sometimes than just getting the high notes.
Yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong. I mean, there's freaking decades worth of lore. So not that I have anything against people who are like, let me condense all that lore into, a wiki or whatever. That's if that's how people consume lore, that's absolutely fine. You know?
I think that's one of my issues where I've not been able to get into Age of Sigmar because I'm getting the lore in this magazine. So you get maybe 2 pages of lore per issue or something like that. And you're just getting the highlights. You're not getting, you're getting what they see as the highlights. You're not getting any in-depth character development or anything like that. So if I was to read Age of Sigmar novels, I might find them more interesting than just these snippets of lore from the magazines.
And twists are, by that same note, twists are more impactful because you mentioned perspective. And so, like, when I read books from other armies' point of view, my man Russ is a dick. But when I actually, when I read 1,000 Suns, I was like, man, this is really hardcore. Like, my people are being very, were we a little too aggressive here?
Yeah.
But then when I went back and read Prospero Burns, and I got to see the other side of it, and it all made much more sense. And of course, that's something they warn you about: is these books are written from a propaganda point of view.
Yeah.
So you're going to get the opinions of one side or the other every time. So it's really interesting to see the differences.
Yeah.
Perspective matters, guys.
Absolutely.
Working my way through the Horus Heresy audiobooks while reading the Kane books on Kindle. Very nice. Very nice. I think I'm in like 33 books in on Horus Heresy right now. I kind of slowed down since COVID started because I mostly listen on the road traveling between sites.
Yeah.
And in lockdown, of course, there's a lot less travel. So
I do try audiobooks now and again, but I find when I'm listening to them, I just kind of stop listening to them. I start going off on a tangent in my head. It's very much like when I do a live stream. I'm talking about one thing, and then I end up talking about the sewage works in the 19th century or something like that in the UK. I just go off on weird side journeys in my own head. So
we don't know nothing about that here on this channel. Can't even say that with a straight face. Wybird, my man, I will pay you to smuggle some Kinder eggs. I don't know what that's in relation to, but I grew up in Germany, and I have not had a proper Kindle egg since then. And like, you write that is giving me like some serious crack withdrawal vibes. Anyways, sorry, that was a side tangent. I just saw something in the chat and it just drew my attention. All right, so news topics or art of the week, guys. Guess choice.
What you gonna do, Big Mac?
I think art of the week.
Art of the week it is.
Guess choice, also known as I don't feel like making this decision right now.
All right, let's see here. Art of the week. 1 moment, please.
Oh, Wybird, I'm so jealous. Man, I definitely need some HBO on getting some Kinder eggs. Take care, Brother Rob.
Mythos hasn't choked on something in quite a while, so just send him some Kinder.
It's that lockdown drought, man.
Okay. Let's see. This was 9:58. I believe this was it here. Okay.
No, Lone Star beer. No. If you go for Texas beer, you gotta have a Shiner.
Yes,
Shiner Bock.
yes, Shiner Bock, baby.
Not Lone Star.
The best lager you ever had, man. Oh my God.
Unless, of course, Lone Star wanted to sponsor, and then all of a sudden we're about that.
Yeah, baby, we're like sponsored and sponsored.
But no, Shiner Bock is where it's at.
Dude, I don't know why, but Shiner Bock for some reason makes me happy, especially when I drink more. I don't know why.
Take care, modeling for advantage. We'll catch you later, my friend.
Enjoy, my man. Go feed a child. Don't give him any Kinder eggs, man. Don't do it.
All right, so this one was sent to me by the Commodore,
Not the computer?
not the computer.
Ah, okay. This is by Droidina.
Wow, that screenshot looks a little smaller than usual.
Yeah, it's kind of tiny, isn't
Yep.
it? Sorry. See here.
That transition effect on the dress, I think it is. This is a Lady Oleander, right? I believe.
Let me go back. Let me see.
Really well done.
Yeah, hold on. Let me go back and see. Hey, looking kind of tiny. Let me check my settings to see if maybe I'm a little. My settings are 100%. See if we can zoom it in just a little bit. I don't know if it's going to help at all. No, it didn't do crap.
Well, it wouldn't be a Frosty Fist live stream without some technical blips. But if this is the extent of our technical difficulties today, you know.
No,
okay.
it's not. It's not a technical. It's a limitation. So it's.
The weird thing is that it normally is, I think, a little bigger for Art of the Week. I don't know.
Well, that's what we have, unless it was just the way it was taken, the picture. Because we've got some other ones like, for example, this one here. See how this one looks.
That one looks a little closer to how it usually is. Anyways, yeah. Oh, and this is a work in progress too. But I mean, those transitions and the effects on the cape just look crazy.
Yeah,
looks great.
When I did something stupid, so I do. Oh God.
Are you making adjustments?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure this out because I enhanced it, and here, let me switch it back so fumble around. Oh my God, what the hell did I do? Go back here. Just went to get it back to where I had it. Oh, yes, close that. There we go. All right, fixed it. It just got rid of the borders all. There we go.
Mini Warmut says, here's a glitch news fill-in. I just found out there's a remake of Back to the Future with Jim Carrey on Netflix this October. Why? Leave the classics alone.
Yeah, I agree with that. I absolutely love the original.
Mm-hmm.
You know, sometimes it can be done well. Remember our chat last night about Voltron?
I know.
You refused to watch Voltron at first.
I know. But what can Jim Carrey contribute? Will he be will he be Doc? I can see that. You know, I can see him being Doc, but who's going to play?
I mean, obviously he's not going to be Marty.
I wonder who would play Marty.
Out of the age range.
Yeah, I can see him do Doc. Yeah.
Yeah, he might be a great Doc Brown. Yes, he is Doc, confirmed by the new.
Okay, yeah, okay. All right, well, I can consider that. I know. I'm really bad about that. You know, Mythos is kind of already, you know, he's like, oh, freak, you know, you always jump at the gun. I'm like, no, shut up, your face, you know. And I'm like, you know, first thing, he's like, oh man, they're trying to do a remake, man, screw those guys. And then,
I tried to get him into the Voltron remake for an entire year, and he was just like, they should have left it alone.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? Leave it alone. Leave a good thing alone. I have a hard time getting into, you know, remakes because they change so much. Well, he goes, dude, just watch it. It's like watching the original. I'm like, no, there's no such thing. You can't convince me. No, screw you. Oh wow, that's pretty much like the real. I'm not telling Mythos.
Oh my God.
No.
So I said, obviously, Jim Carrey can't be Marty. So now we've got some spoilers in the chat. Jason Momoa is Marty. No, I heard Tom Hanks was Marty. I heard Danny DeVito was going to be Marty.
I can imagine Danny DeVito. He's like, "Hey Doc, hey, what year are we in? Are you telling me we're in year 2020?" Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, I can see that. I can support that. Said no one ever. God.
And somehow I knew that was coming after Danny DeVito. Arnie for Marty. The Rock is Biff.
God. The Rock is Biff.
All right. Back to Art of
Oh my god. Stop. Y'all need to stop. All right. Why is it not picking up source? Close. There it is. There's the El Sorso. All right. Okay. So this one is by Atomic Dog Painting.
Also sent by the Commodore. And this is Rocket Girl. And it really gives me vibes of the Nuka-Cola Girl.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you're familiar with Fallout Big Nick.
Vaguely. I've got a passing familiarity with it, but I'm not overly familiar.
Gotcha. That gives me some very strong Nuka-Cola Girl vibes, though.
Yeah, you're almost expecting her to actually hold a Nuka-Cola, bottle. All right, let's see what else we got.
Yeah, it looks like she's got a bomb in her hand or something she's about to drop, but replace that with a bottle.
She got something naughty there for sure. Okay, this is by Savage Orc Guy.
So, Rick, I don't know if you remember, a few months ago, we had on this amazing, like a winged manicore that was like done in like some pastel and retro arcade kind of colors.
Yep.
It was an absolutely phenomenal model, and this is the same artist. And look at that freehand.
I'm done. Oh my goodness, I'm done. I love the little guy. That's so neat. It almost look like a little Lego Marine,
A Lego Marine with like badass freehand.
Right?
Cool. Extremely cool.
This would be a great cake. For my next birthday,
Oh, yeah,
I want
definitely.
somebody to make me this as a cake.
Mm-hmm.
Except Imperial Fist.
Yes, Imperial
I
Fist.
assume.
Yes, but I would love that right there. That is just so cool. That freehand. That is just. I mean, the crazy part about it is that checkerboard is perfectly symmetrical. How'd you do that?
I'm pretty sure it's probably. I think there's a couple things here. So if we break it down, I think it's probably a large part of practice and talent. I'm helping.
Okay.
I mean, but I've always, I love everything Savage Orc Guy does. So it's just they're amazing. And
Okay.
no wonder they can crank out such amazing freehand.
Ole. Jose. OJ. Sorry, I stopped. This is by Rodrigo Acore.
Another very cool. I love the empty elf armor. Now this is pretty controversial. Some people don't like the empty elf armor. Big Mek, what's your take?
I love the empty elf armor. I think this of the Lumineth. This is part of the Lumineth Realm Lord range, I think, isn't it? And it's this is probably the one that made me just immediately it blew my socks off straight away when I saw the armor. But painted up like this, it looks even better. It looks like, I don't know, the color palette's almost like samurai-like or something. I really like the job he's done on it. And there's not much more I can say about that, really.
Exactly. I think the paint job is phenomenal, and I love the model. And, a lot of people hate it, but I think it's one of those things where okay, they started with fantasy, they went to 40K, and I think Sigmar kind of leans a little bit on both fantasy and 40K because this is almost the Eldar are basically space elves, right?
Yeah.
And so this is kind of a Wraith Lord in fantasy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so I
agree with that. It's just like a spirit has embodied the armor or donned the armor kind of thing, and it's sort of it feels like it's crossing a few streams out for me with armies like the Nighthorn almost.
Oh yeah, and as we see in Ghostbusters 1, sometimes you have to cross the streams.
Absolutely.
What the heck's going on? Is it not updating? Update dog on you.
What's up?
Not updating. Hang on. Sure, yeah. Okay. It was just my phone wasn't updating.
Gotcha. Brother Archer says, "Want to buy rum?" Boffnet going back to Arnold as Marty. What year is it? 1985. I'll be back. Looks like we're doing. Looks like we're doing Back to the Future 3. We don't need rails where we're going.
Yeah, it's pretty much us. Yeah, we can do that. We're doing a remake right now.
Talking about how Sigmar kind of relies on both fantasy and 40K. Wybird says Sigmarines are basically the missing legions. Pretty interesting take. Meeks again says, "What's up, guys? Welcome back, Brother Meeks." And Brother Archer wants to buy rum, and Hellworks by Hellchild has the rum. But why is the rum gone? All right, what piece are we looking here, brother?
This is another piece from Atomic Dog Painting, Kingdom Death Sword Hunter variant. So
I believe.
Please put your magnifying glasses on, and you will see the model very perfectly. Beautiful.
I don't know why the picture's so small today, guys, but it is. Trust me, it is an amazing model.
It is an amazing model. Take our word for it.
Looks fantastic. She looks really familiar to me. I don't know where from, but
on a magazine, maybe?
Oh, yeah. Possible.
Got it. Okay.
I have mentioned before that I absolutely love Kingdom Death Mod. Oh, I forgot to show off my Geek Gazpacho miniature today. But
I love Gazpacho.
Yeah, I love Kingdom Death models. I feel just like the same thing with the Geek Gazpacho models. They have such an amazing look to them.
The only thing is the basing. She looks like she's standing on a big old plate of pizza.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm hungry. I don't know. It's like, hey, you're on a pepperoni pizza. Why? Why would you do that to pizza? I mean, you're cute and all, but okay, I'll let you do it. Yeah.
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure some people would still eat that.
I would, yeah. I you know what? It's probably on a rotating dish, so she can stand there and we'll just rotate it and grab a slice and just it's like dinner and a show. Hey.
Just like the sushi, the live sushi boards.
Oh yeah. I like those live.
Love the live sushi boards.
You don't know what that is? We'll figure it out.
I mean, that's what Google's for.
That's right. Google Foo, baby.
If you do Google search that, not safe for work.
Yeah, right. Don't.
Oh, man.
Don't do it. Like, hey, boss, you ever heard of... Why am I getting a pink slip? Oh. This is by Crowar Gaming, or Game Painting. Crowar Gaming. I can English. Crowar Gaming. Damn it. Crowar Game Painting. There. I said it. Crowar Game Painting. An old project I did in the beginning, he says. Hope you like them. If you do, please follow me, her, and that's it. That's all I can read. This is awesome because I love those transitions, man. That is so freaking cool.
It looks incredible.
Fire effect? Nailed it. That's that alien
Absolutely.
fire look. Is
Is
this
that the old Typhus model? I think.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is an add-on, right? Didn't they add on the wings and all that? Because
Yeah, I think it's the old Typhus model with some Demon Prince wings on the back.
yeah,
It's so bulky. I thought it might be one of the new Dark Imperium models.
Yeah, it does.
It's that Typhus, yeah.
I think it might be the fine cast Typhus model, but I'm not entirely sure.
It does.
That's cool.
It does exactly look like he just really converted it like crazy.
Speaking of conversions, I would think on any other model, the oversized wings that are bigger than the body would be too much, but on a demon, it worked perfectly.
Yeah, it looked fantastic.
That's interesting. That is really interesting. I mean,
Oh man, getting sacked means something else here, here in the States.
yeah.
This is definitely incredible. I love the wings really have a leathery, like a real leathery
Yeah,
look.
like they're stretched out. This is gorgeous.
Speaking of gorgeous,
Ah.
I'm so jealous. Somebody has these Outriders in advance, and they look incredible.
I can do this. Oh, I would love to do that.
Hey.
I'm just saying. That's a good challenge. That looks so cool.
You're already showing me up on Space Wolves. Okay, you paint your bikes up as fists, and I'll stick to the lights, all right?
Wow, man. I'm just saying. That would be good.
Hey.
You're like, hey, man, get off my lawn.
Why do you think I'm on White Scars and Orcs right now? I was like, I'm the Wolf Brother, and you're like, oh, well, here are my wolves that are better.
I'm the White Scar brother. Like, oh, well,
And I'm the White Scars because I'm Asian, and it's my right.
And I'm like, oh, here's my walk. Damn it! Damn it, freak! I'm trying to just stay relevant. Stop! I'm sorry.
and that's fine, Whitebird. I don't mind having you as competition for White Stars. It's always more personal when it's my brother. I don't know why. Like, I can look at other people's Space Wolves online and be like, man, this guy just paints up some phenomenal Space Wolves. I'm going to go burn my brushes. But for some reason, when it's my brother, it's personal. Like,
It's like, damn it!
I mean,
God damn it! Stop!
I share the channel with this guy. How can I say that I'm the Wolf Brother on the channel when he clearly paints better Space Wolves than I do?
Whatever, like Running Bear's like, damn, stay in your freak lane. Stay in your lane, freak. It's like,
It's kind of like walking in, getting home from work, walking in and finding him in bed with your wife.
whoa. Wow, we escalated that a little bit, didn't we, Mek? I don't know if I could quite equate that, but
a little toe stepping here, freak. Mythos showing salt show. Then he says Mythos is just going to pick up his White Scars and leave. Like, put him down on the table. Like, look what I did. I don't even say anything. I just quietly pack up my White Scars.
I'm going. All of a sudden, you see nothing but a blank screen on Mythos' side. Where'd he go?
He's gone.
He's gone.
Don't you ever talk to me or my con again.
Right, exactly. Oh my God. Let's go back to the. This is so freaking cool. Although okay, so this is a whip. All right, I got it. It's a whip. I was gonna say, yeah, you know what? The tires are not white, but it's a work in progress.
Yeah, I just wanted to show off the amazing. It's highlighted perfectly.
Yeah.
The shades look amazing.
Oh, damn it! What I love that non-metallically look for the highlights and shade is so gorgeous. This is by Andy Wardle artwork, by the way.
And I'm glad I saw this already because one of the things I feel like, so I forced red into a couple of extra places on my 30K Outrider bikes just because I felt like it needed some breaking up of all the white. Yeah. But seeing the way both this person and G-Dubs has painted up their White Scar bikes all white with no breakup, and I was like, that's going to be too white. But actually seeing it, like, it looks good. Like, it's given me some kind of base for my white scars off of when I get my box next week. But also, like, it's going to be, I think, a little easier for me to paint than trying to, paint a bunch of red onto a white surface. God, that is the thing I hate most about painting white scars.
Yeah.
Is a really saturated color like any red onto a white, where I've already got my smooth, buttery white blends.
Mm-hmm.
That takes me like 4 steps to achieve. Because there's just no covering over the red once you make a mistake.
Yeah. A dreaded slip.
Yep. It's honestly, like I said, I love the way the final product looks. The painting white itself isn't stressful. It's painting around the white is so stressful. This person, though, phenomenal job. And is honestly given me a focus or a target for when I get my bikes. I think the bikes will probably be the first thing I paint up out of the box. Fist, tires, and snow will be all white. They're not unpainted, freak. They're just in snow.
Right.
Just wait. Mythos will begin painting up some fists. I already know he's the better painter, Brian. I'm definitely not going to go do battle with him in his own arena. Like that's going to be self-esteem suicide, I think.
Oh my God! Let's just.
Mek just goes for the jugular. It must be the orc in him.
Big Mek paints some really beautiful Imperial fists, man.
Big Mek does. Big Mek does.
Thank you. I don't feel like I deserve that praise because I don't spend hours on them. But not that one. But the I use the Nasrag yellow contrast paint and it gets me decent results.
Yeah, well, I saw your video on those, man. It looked great.
Yeah, they're not too bad. I'm more than happy with them, especially like the tabletop. I really, I'm happy with happy with the results I get.
I like your ones with Nasrag yellow, but I definitely think my favorite ones are the ones that you do with the Halfords first, and then you put the yellow on top.
Mm-hmm.
But they look great both ways.
Thank you.
Speaking of things that look great, dude, look at that power sword effect.
I'm blown away. I have way that's been blown completely. Good gosh, this is by Max Miniatures. Oh, is that? Good grief, man. What really giving me an aneurysm is look at the highlights on black armor.
Yeah, he does a great job of making it shiny for sure.
Oh man,
this is one of the things this person. Which artist was this again?
This is Max Miniatures.
Max Miniatures does an incredible job with this, but it's one of the things that I really, really love about Goldfish of Justice's paint style is just on regular Marines, he does this kind of, he does this kind of non-metallic shiny look with whatever color he's doing on a Marine and just makes them pop like this. So whether it's black armor, blue armor for an Ultramarine, it's just incredible the way he does this. And this person here has done a great job with that with the black armor.
Oh, you found some really good beauties, man. This is from...
Nope.
These
are all
submissions. Good gosh, man! I tell you what, they're on it.
This is community coming in.
Yeah, coming in clutch, baby. Francious Art. Good night.
That's crazy, that red.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, the shine on that armor. That's incredible.
The shine and the glow on the sphere.
Yep, and this is still work in progress. This person didn't have out a picture of an updated that I saw, but they had a video of an updated one where the orb is glowing even more. They went back and really added some more glow effect to it. It looks phenomenal.
Man.
I think having the confidence to work so much on the red armor and then go back in with more glow from the orb.
Yeah.
And go into that red with more glow and stuff like that. That's the difference between a painter at this level and a painter at this level.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep. No, this guy's got balls. They're hanging. They're like he's dragging them. That's holy crap. Guy. Oof.
And I really one day I will get a better handle on the glow effect, because I don't know. I think some of it comes out better than I look, but sometimes when I go back in, of course, I know a display painter often does this with like hours and hours of glazing.
Yeah.
But of course, when I try and do this kind of similar thing with an airbrush, sometimes it just comes off as looking like overspray. And I don't know. It's just always impressive when I see.
It looks like I missed. Gorgeous.
Talking a little bit about the new elves. Nope, already lost the name. Luminor?
Lumineth Realm Lords.
Lumineth.
Phenomena.
These spear guys look absolutely awesome.
Yeah, they do. Spears are so freaking long, they don't even fit in the freaking picture.
That is something I notice when I'm looking at pictures. And don't get me wrong, I love the models. The models look cool. And if I didn't already have, like, I already love the Sigmarines, right? I have an army of them. They look awesome. I want to play them. And then if I ever did anything different, I have a deep, deep, deep love and appreciation for the sculpts of the Daughters of Cain. Like one day I want to paint Marathi just because.
Yeah.
But if I didn't already have those two in the queue ahead, these elves look amazing and they would be somewhere on the list. The only thing is that I dread whoever has to transport these to game night and back, just because the spears hang so far over the base, This would definitely be one you magnetize to like a steel tray or something.
Yeah, definitely, like Steve-O does with some of his handy cases or whatever they're called.
Yep. I love the way the orangish kind of fade at the top really complements the purple of the robes.
Yeah, it looks fantastic. Just a transition on something that small scale as well, from the yellow at the bottom of the plume all the way out to the super. I don't know if that's black or if it's just like a super dark sort of purple color. Yeah, it looks fantasc.
Yeah, it's
a lot of work just into that plume alone.
It's gorgeous, man. It's the transition from like a beige white to yellow orange, then purple, dark purple recess. Beautiful, incredible, man. By Jim Bob. All right,
very cool.
Already, a bunch of people in the chat are prepared to start torching their minis and paintbrushes, and I'm along with them.
This is why I usually go get a drink during Art of the Week. Otherwise, I'll burn my brushes.
Raid Eagle Studio. These are cool. Some Inceptor action here, guys. What are those guns? What the hell is that?
Oh, man. My chat just updated. I missed a lot. Like, it just all flooded in at once. We got Jam Jar in the house.
Jam. Dude, look at those. Look at that exhaust, man. The flames coming out of that.
They look fantastic. These instead of the rods, I think.
Yes.
Exhaust plumes connecting to the base. They look amazing.
Yeah, I have to repair my Inceptors, and I may do something like this. I'm curious to know what they use though, because that I don't know what that is.
Well, this is something you can either buy as a resin piece, or they also make STLs.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I think you can 3D print that. I think there's a site. I can't remember the site, but I was checking it out at the time, looking potentially into getting some for some of my fists, but never got around to purchasing them myself. But yeah, if you've got a 3D printer, then
I'm gonna do that. Yeah, dude, because I'm so.
I think our brother.
Oh, Meeks has them.
There we go.
Okay, they're 3D printed. I have two. Oh my gosh, they're so freaking cool. That looks so way better than the stupid busted up fly stand that they get.
Yeah. Also, I think Brother Heinrich knows where we can acquire files like this. So
Yeah, print me up some flight stands.
should be
The
pretty
3D
cheap to
printers
buy
will
the
have to.
STLs, and then we'll print out some of our own.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to do that.
Because I didn't like the flight stands either, so I did when I did my Inceptors, I didn't even try. Like I chucked out the rods and just used a cork to build up rocks,
Yep.
so that way they would be the same height as they were
Right.
on. And then just had them like bouncing off the rocks.
Right. Brother Thomas has a good solution for not burning your brushes. He basically says, drink rum. You won't be able to burn your brushes because you won't be able to find them. That's a great strategy there. I like that.
Speaking of which, I'm going to catch up with the chat real quick since it all flooded in at
Yeah,
one
do
point.
it, bro. Do it. We're behind.
You
You do that. I'm going to look for those STLs, man. Holy crap.
back to Big Mac's earlier comment. Debunka says, "Savage Danskull, savage."
He's a troublemaker.
Jam Jar says, "Hi, you spicy lot. We've got the herd master with the dinos in the chat himself. Appreciate you stopping by, Jam Jar. I'm bringing the basil. Don't know what that means, but it sounds yeah. Oh yeah, baby. I'm bringing the basil.
Is that what we're calling it nowadays?
Anything you can mean. That can mean anything when you say it that way.
I know. Especially that voice. What the hell?
Meek says, started to hate Art of the Week. It's becoming a punch Meeks in the junk week. I think it's a punch all of us in the junk.
Oh my god.
Except for Goldfish here in the chat, who's probably looking at all this stuff like, I could beat that. I know he's not that kind of guy. I'm saying his skill set's like that. Like Goldfish, some amazing art from Goldfish. He's not that kind of guy, though. He's always happy to share his techniques.
I found him. It's called Flight Stand. Oh my god!
There you go. Oh yeah. I was about to say. Before we even finished the chat there, Heinrich Botha had already sent the link too. But I see you got it.
Yeah, this is what I found, guys. Check this out. Let me.
Meek says, "Freak, print me up some of those flight stands."
I'm gonna have to print a couple here, guys. There it is. Check it out. I'm not sure if this is the exact same one. Kind of looks like it, maybe, sort of, maybe. But these.
Yeah, I think it's a different one.
Oh yeah, those are different, but those still look cool.
Those look cool.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Let me just type in flight stand. See.
Okay, let me send you the one that our brother sent over.
Okay. Okay. Lovely.
I don't know if they're any different, but just
Oh,
because I have it here.
Yeah, they've. Okay, let me see. Man, I haven't laughed so hard.
Check your messenger, my brother.
Okay, hang on.
Goldfish says it's all inspiration, my dudes. That's awesome.
Let's see here. Yeah. Which link is it? Is it
Your
on
personal
the
messenger.
Freaking sweet. Come on. Oh my god, load. Oh. Potato.
Hey.
Oh my
Why
god.
are you changing the name of my computer?
Actually, that's the sound of a Harley. Potato. There we go.
All right.
Ooh, deadly print. All right, we're going on a little. We're
It's
going on
an adventure.
Adventure, yeah. All right. Oh, okay. So this guy makes them. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, dude. What?
Yep. So this guy makes the STLs, and I think you can pick them up for relatively cheap on his
That's
site.
pretty freaking
You can use them
cheap.
forever.
Oh, dude, look at that.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Oh, man. Serious nerd boner alert. Holy crap.
They got a blue pill for that old man freak. That's Running Bear. That's not for me. Good thing Freak closed out his naughty sites.
No. That's right here. Just found it.
We have to close those anyways because they slow down the stream.
Yeah, they do. God dog it, man. Yeah, they do.
I'm gonna need
plus all the
those
viruses and stuff, you know, the viri that we get.
Meek says I'm also going to need some of those funnels that snap onto the top of GW pots. Just saying.
The GW pots or the the dropper bottles, because you kind of want to pour those into the dropper bottles, right? That's what you want.
I think they make a version now that you click onto the pot, so that way when you pour into the dropper bottle, there's no spill.
Right, that's reverse. Right. Let me see. Let me read over here. I'm going to need some of the funnels that snap on the top of GW paint pots. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got you, Jam Jar. I knew what the bezel was. I just didn't understand the context.
Oh, I knew what he meant.
I know it's because you're in the hobby kitchen.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Not something that you light up and smoke.
No. That ain't me, bro.
No. We don't do that crap. We don't condone that. All right. I'm going to shut the hell up because I'm going to get us in trouble. All right. So this is really freaking amazing, by the way. I love these. Okay, this is, dude, it just blew me away. This right here in itself was probably, for me, the best find.
The quality is amazing, too.
The quality, absolutely. I love what he did with that, man.
Red Eagle Studios?
This is Red Eagle Studio. Red Eagle Studio, and I think I would have loved like a black, like really sooted out towards the bottom.
Right.
But overall, this is gorgeous, man. Oh.
Some really great ultras. I was surprised to get some out of the week.
Beautiful work, man. Good night. All right, what else we got for pokes chops? Come on, dude. Okay, so this is kind of multi-shot. Okay. Red Eagle Studio. So he's promoting his site here. Good stuff. All right, let's move on. Okay, now comes the real meat and potatoes here, guys. The return of Logan. Logan Gridmar.
So this, I don't even know when this little statue goes on sale, but I think it looks amazing. I figured, even though it's a statue that they're selling for Warhammer, it's Logan Grimnar. It counts as art of the week to me.
It does. They did a fantastic job with the paint work, though, man.
The Great Wolf.
Wow. Logan Grimnar. Hot damn. Dude, that axe!
That axe.
Oh my gosh! That's so different. It's got a hot orange glow around the outer edges while it's crackling on the inner.
Yeah, it's an amazing effect.
That's so cool. See here.
This statue from the same company that did the Gilliman one not too long ago.
There was a Gilliman statue?
Yeah, I think. Well, it's probably, I say not too long ago. It was probably around the launch of the last edition or something. Yeah, the Gilliman one. I think it was taken on a couple of Black Legionnaires.
I don't remember seeing that. Did we miss that?
I mean, the quality of this one is so good. I'd love to see the Gilliman one too.
Yeah, if it's this good, yeah. I mean, look at this. Jeez and Peach, dude.
And again, this might have made me actually like the Space Wolves blue if I'd seen something like this early on.
Man, you're in line. This is definitely not Easter egg at all. This is bad assery here. Oh, man. Okay, why is it still showing the same? Okay.
Where do you pick that up at? This was, I think, well, when I pulled this picture a couple weeks ago, it was on the Warhammer community website saying that it would be going for pre-order soon. I haven't checked back with it to see if it's been up for order, if it's come and gone. Because this is, like I said, I grabbed this picture a few weeks ago.
This is just too much.
Running Bear says that is definitely how a reforged demon weapon should look.
Oh, speaking of.
So this axe actually came from, I believe, a bloodthirster. And so I think the Logan, after defeated the demon, picked up his axe, had the Iron Priest cleanse it or whatever, to remove the taint, and he's been using it ever since then.
I swear, wow, gorgeous.
Wybird says that went for about 200 pounds.
What?
Yeah. I just sent a link to the Gilliman one as well, if you want to check that one out. I think that one's completely sold out now, though.
Oh, my God.
Cool.
200 pounds? 200 for that? I mean, it's gorgeous. Don't get me wrong, but...
2 honeys.
Oh, man.
2 billies.
This is a great sculpt. That is just... Yeah, well, my hat off to the artist who painted that.
I love it. I don't know if I love it 2 billies worth.
Yeah. This is from the War Mistress.
The War Mistress. I love, especially on these Saturday shows, throwing in a little dragon action.
Mm-hmm.
I think this was sent to me. I believe this was Big D who sent me this one.
Because you got a big D. Oh, sorry about that.
And I love stuff like this because it reminds me of Takesis from the Dragonlance novels, for anyone who's read the Dragonlance novels. And similarly, Wolfwraith, a while back, I think I caught one of his shows a month ago where he was painting up a 5-headed dragon. That he was painting up the actual D&D equivalent of the 5-headed dragon that Takesis is based off of in Dragonlance. He was just, oh my God, Wolfwraith, attention to detail, every scale. It just looked amazing.
This is by the Emperor's New War Gear.
Ooh, that's quite a screen name.
Right?
Yeah, I'm glad you read that one, not me, because I would have struggled with that.
I was like, the Emperor's New War Gear.
I love this alternate color scheme on the Custodes.
It's different.
Yeah, I love the Custodian armor with dark armor, in my opinion, looks... I prefer it to the gold armor myself.
I have to agree with that. I'm a big fan of yellow, but honestly, it just makes it too freaking yellow. It's like, this here kind of gives it more of the borderline medieval / mechanical. You know what I mean?
It gives it kind of a beefy, it gives it that beefy kind of intimidating presence.
Yeah, exactly.
For me, it looks far more intimidating than the gold.
Yeah, the goal is like, hi, I'm going to fight you all, stab you in the eye. Whoa, I'm not sure if I'm quite that intimidated. This guy comes out like, doesn't even say anything, just stares at you. All right, I just peed myself. That's just the effect,
It's like march into
my God. Oh my God.
What? That's no way, Wybird. No freaking way.
I was gonna say no way too, but he just sent me a screenshot. I just threw it in the chat.
Did he? Hold on. Wait. $900 for that?
Wybird, I wasn't gonna believe you, brother.
Hold on. Did you send it? You
sounds like you're pulling my leg.
You sent the picture? Where's it at?
It's you, me, and Big Mek.
Okay, I'm there. Let me go all the way to the bottom then. I say you're full. Come on. Do math.
It's
oh my.
It's not under Art of the Week. You mean Big Mek?
No, I know. I'm just waiting for it to wake the frig up.
Gotcha.
Okay. Gilliman. Let's see here. Why? Why do you have to do that? Shut up. No, 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 no,
Wow.
no. That cannot be right. Let me just make sure I'm zooming.
Well, that one's out of print. The out of print one, though.
Okay.
So
Wait.
this is.
Still though, Mythos. Oh my god.
But anytime something's not available anymore, whoever has it selling it off is going to sell it for more.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, they're gonna gouge the hell out of it.
That is awesome, though. It looks
Okay,
great.
but it's a hyper detail. Okay, so how large are these miniatures anyway?
I think it says 67 centimeters, which is like 2 feet tall.
Oh wow.
Oh, that would make perfect sense. Okay, you know what? I take it back. Honestly, at that scale, with that amount of detail, I can actually see that. It's a 1/6 scale polyresin statue. I wouldn't buy it if I had the money.
Right.
I think if I had the money,
so.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, if money were not an object, I would consider definitely getting it.
Sure.
Definitely as a collector's piece, I would. But honestly, though,
it would probably go next to my solid silver wolf statues.
Exactly.
We're right in the living room where I have an indoor swimming pool off to the side room.
Right, exactly.
And that's just on the first floor of the mansion. That's where
right. not far from our Frost and Fist Studios, just around the corner.
Right. That's awesome, though.
That's incredible. Okay, let's get back to
But see, so this is out of print. It makes more sense that it's going to be double the price out of print. Go back and take a look at the one that's currently going for Logan.
Oh, okay. Hold on, I missed it. Wait.
It's underneath.
Gotcha. Hang on. Just dragging.
Heinrich says it's the perfect scale to adorn my porcelain Necron throne.
Okay.
If I had that money, I'd have a goldfish in my hobby shed. Just pay to have a live-in status, amazing commission painter.
Oh no, this is not it. Hold on, Mythos. I'm trying to see.
Oh,
wait.
Chase.
Where is it, Mythos?
Oh.
Yeah.
Didn't go through for some reason. Hold on. Let me reset it. See if it comes through this time.
Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay, hold on. Let me. Let's do that. No.
It's just a picture.
Yeah, no. $900. No.
It's too much, bro. It's too much.
It's pretty. It's gorgeous. It's lovely. I love it. No.
Yep, that would go next to my solid marble hot desk.
That would be. My name is. No. Yeah. Yep. All right.
All right. So now that we've seen what's good for our
choo choo. All right. Let's
got about 20 minutes left. We got some more art of the week we can cover. We can hop over to a couple of news topics. What you want to do?
We do. Either way. This is. Oh my gosh.
Oh, okay. Actually, no. Let's get those last bits of art of the week because I really like
Judge Dredd.
So we've covered. I mean, we love this person's stuff. We highly recommend everyone go check out 40K Design a Day. Phenomenal painter over on Instagram, and they always pick a theme and paint something to that theme. So in this case, we have an Inquisitor model painted to look like Judge Dredd.
It's awesome.
That looks fantastic.
That is amazing. Dang, dude, that is flat out badass. Oh my god.
That's incredible.
That's insane.
We love this person's art so much and actually reached out to them because me, Freak, and Lady Dragon had an idea to actually do a project where we do a community challenge.
Did we ever hear back from him? Is it okay for us to do that?
Yes, they're okay with us doing the challenge.
Oh, good.
We're good to do that whenever we can set up some time between you, me, and Gamecraft Dragon.
I found something that I may actually use. I found, I was digging through Bubba's Bubba's bag of miniatures and stuff, and I found this.
So the drop pod.
I found his drop pod, and I'm like, okay. I might actually do one from his drop pod.
Okay, so the idea to give you guys, we're going to do a video on this later. But the idea behind the upcoming challenge is just like 40K Design Today, they pick something that they want to replicate a theme of, and they paint something up to that. We're going to do one because we had been looking at their series of different package wrappers they were doing, like they had done a Fanta one and a
Doritos
one,
and
a fast food bag and a Dorito bag, and so we want to take some kind of packaging. Anybody can pick whatever kind of packaging they want and paint up any model that they have in their collection to go with that packaging. It's gonna be interesting. We're not, like I said, we'll do a proper challenge video whenever we get around to it, but it's gonna be, I think, just a fun little thing. I've seen one painted up to a Cheeto, to match a Cheetos bag, and some.
Yeah, the Thousand Suns Cheetos one. I just caught it there on my phone as we were going through that, but it looks fantastic, that one.
Right? All right. Let's go back.
Rick says, epic drop pod. Bubba is such a creative soul. He really is. He really is. He even he's such a patriot. He even put a little flag on the front. Like, yeah, I mean, he's just very, very very unique individual. Let's just put it that way. Very unique. By the way, this is the exact same drop pod that he used in that game. In our what was that?
In Too Cheap. Yep. In Too Cheap.
He still has his drunk Marines in there too. So
we had one of our very first series. Whenever we were doing our YouTube was getting in on the cheap, how to get into 40K on the cheap, and one of our anniversary videos was Bubba getting in too cheap.
Just way too cheap.
Actually, that's why we started today's segment with today's episode with the Bubba segment, because it was like a 3-year anniversary of that video, and I reposted it to some of our social links. It was really popular, and a lot of guys requested that we bring Bubba back, and so you guys got to see that beginning clip, and Bubba is going to be making a future appearance in a few more videos.
Yeah, so I'm not quite happy about that, but it is what it is. Showed up out of nowhere, and I'm still wondering how long he's going to be hanging around, so we'll figure it out. Anyway,
check out this Game of Thrones replication from the 40K Design Today.
That is pretty cool.
I love that they did the Custody with the Guardian Lance, because one of the most epic scenes from this character is throwing an ice spear. So it's a pretty cool replication here.
You're a pretty cool replication.
Glow around the eyes. Your face is a pretty cool replication. Later, Meeks. Appreciate you stopping by, brother.
Clap them on the way out.
Stormtrooper.
That's cool.
I think this is one of the Scions, right?
Yeah, I really like that color scheme on the Scion.
Yeah. It's got that clone. Yeah, the clone trooper on. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, it almost makes me want to, if I did have enough 40K armies, if I ever did Imperial Guard, this would make me want to do a Clone Trooper Tempesta Scions crossover.
Yes. Yeah, that's so cool. This guy's so, creative.
Yeah. Extremely talented and creative, I gotta agree. Great inspiration. Like, you could just go through 40K Design a Day's page. If you don't know what color scheme you want to go with for an army, their page is just full of inspiration. And of course, you guys know I've really been into orcs lately, and I've been really proud of a recent Weird Boy I painted up. And so, of course, I had to go find some orc inspiration. Actually, I think that, while I was looking for some inspiration, somebody sent this to me. I want to say it was Commodore, but I could be wrong. Might have been Big D. Tempesta Scions hit as good as Stormtroopers.
Wow. This is
I love that there's on this Weird Boy.
Yeah, this is the Golden Demon Compendium.
Ah, okay. So constant golden demon winning here.
Mm-hmm. Okay, man. Let's just rub it in, bro. It's all right. We get you. We good. We know you're a buy it ass.
Read the name in the description there, because 40K.
This is an awesome piece by Bruno Grayler.
There we go.
The website is coolminiornot.com. Artist / Bruno.
There we go. I want to make sure we got the name of the artist, because I know the compendium.
It's a big,
usually they're just reposting the work of people who win Golden Demons.
Yeah.
So.
Bruno Grayler. Go check out his website. It's on coolminiornot.com / artist / Bruno.
Very cool.
The way this is the backside of that same mini. Wow, that's some gorgeous freehand.
Yeah, it is.
That is some amazing. Okay, who did this?
Looks like they're wearing a Space Marine banner as a cape.
Yeah.
I don't think that's an orc paint job there.
No, that's offensive. Okay. Look at the stakes, guys. Those are wooden stakes. Look.
That's really cool.
Oh my gosh. And is that a femur? That's a femur. What the hell? What are you? Bad guy.
Yeah, femur just to the bottom of the rod.
What the hell? Dude.
That's so cool.
This is
the fact that they make, I mean, like they're telling quite a story on this tiny base here.
Yes. Very, that's, you got it right on the head, dude. That's exactly what it's doing. Such a limited amount of space, but tells a huge story.
Absolutely. You can see from the grot at the front as well. He's holding his head like his head's about to explode because he's that close to the weird boy.
Yeah.
Flowing from him.
Holy crap.
And that's another thing. I know Brother Rob talks about it a lot, is, a truly great artistic piece will keep making you find things to look at the more that you look at the model. It's just your eye is drawn to so many places. All right, that is our art of the week, guys. We made it through all of them.
Yeah, we got 10 minutes.
10 minutes. So
what are we going to do? Which one?
We're going to stay away from the FAQs and updates, because so next week we might take a look at how everybody's army has changed in 9th edition.
Gotcha.
But that's a little bit of a lengthy topic. We'll skip that one for now.
Okay.
The May the Order Nominus probably be a good time.
Okay, let me find it, Mr. Okay.
Or if you would rather talk about some new
the new edition updates for your army?
No, that's going to be the update we'll talk about next
All
week.
right, which one, Mythos? The building?
Fortification.
Gotcha.
Or,
yep. Fort building? The fort building one?
That'll work.
Okay.
That goes. Where am I?
That goes nicely. Goes well nicely. Okay, we got it.
I think. I think it's so strong. The new Space Marine fortification is going to serve in anyone's army. But since we got two fist players here, who literally are all about building fortifications, I bet you guys are excited for the new Hammerfall fortification.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think it's just looking at it. It looks like this chunky emplacement that just drops out of the sky and lands on the battlefield where you need it most.
Mm-hmm.
So
it looks very
firepower on it as well.
It looks like dropping a base from
Dawn of War?
The space StarCraft.
Oh, Dawn of War. The game itself does the same thing.
Well, yeah, I'm saying though, like outside of 40K, it looks like the bases from StarCraft.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, you're right. Yep. I love that game. I gotta find it and play it again. Why are we watching Tau? Screw those guys.
Take care, Goldfish. Thank you so much for dropping in, having an absolute legend in the chat.
Yeah, man.
So, fortifications are pretty interesting. How you can take them now. So before, a lot of people didn't want to give up a slot to take a fortification, and a lot of times they were more points than they were worth.
Mm-hmm.
You can see here that they make it easy to build them. 1 to 3 fortifications, costs only 1 CP, and if it's the same faction as your warlord, you get that CP back. So it's basically You just got to pay the points for it. It's not going to take up any resources like command points or whatnot in your army.
Nice.
I think that's the way to do it. It encourages you to take a formation, then, doesn't it? And you'll see, theoretically, you should see more of these fortifications on the battlefield, especially in narrative games.
I think they always look great too. I missed the Void Shield. I don't know if they still have stats for that, because I think they did away with them last edition. But I always thought some of these, like the Void Shield, look really cool, especially when you paint them up with glow effects. Or I've even seen some people run lights and wires through them. Oh, so cool.
This is a Forge Shrine. That looks so cool.
Yeah, that's the knight fortification, isn't it? I think so. It can repair knights.
Yeah. Can you imagine having your Imperial Knight out stomping on the battlefield, freak, and then it comes back and gets repaired here?
Oh man, that would be such a cool thing. Yep, auto sacristan. The end of your movement phase, one Imperial Knight vehicle from your army that is within 1 inch of this model can use the Forge Shrine's auto sacristan. If it does so, it cannot shoot or charge this turn, and its attack characteristic is reduced to 1. But you can then choose and resolve one of the following effects. You've got the effects Ritual of Repairing, Ritual of Reloading, and Rite of Refueling. Nice. So basically, the repairing, you get you regain 2d3 lost wounds. Ritual Reloading, if the vehicle is equipped with Shield Breaker missiles, it regains all Shield Breaker missiles it fired previously in the battle. That's cool.
That's pretty good. So it seems powerful,
Yeah.
but then you see that you have to give up a whole round of shooting it.
But it makes sense to do so, right? I mean, it definitely makes sense to do that.
I think it's a good balance. Like
Yeah.
you're getting a great buff, but also
I agree.
you're paying for it with the round.
And then Rite of Refueling until the end of your next movement phase. Increase the movement characteristics of your vehicle by 6. That's pretty freaking sweet. And
Very cool.
And those of you big into like the orky stuff, there it is. Here you go, man. Here's some fortifications for orcs. That the Mech Boy Workshop. That's so cool.
Yep.
That's so neat.
Yeah, I've got one of these myself, but I took the huge claw on top of it there. I took it off and put it on my Death Dread that I made, my Squig Dread.
Oh, you
so I need to find a replacement for that.
Oh, that is so cool.
Your Squig Dread is like one of my favorite things.
That's
It's
nice.
one of my favorite orc conversions I've seen.
Cheers, mate.
That's so neat. There's one CP, right? Use the stratagem before battle. Your army can have an additional custom job. All of the custom jobs that you... Oh, wait, what am I doing? I'm doing it wrong, aren't I? Hold on.
Use this stratagem before the battle. Your army can have one additional custom job. All of the custom jobs that you include must be different and be given to different units.
Is that better? Did I do it right?
Oh yeah, baby. Oh,
I understand what you said now. I didn't understand.
Oh my god. This is so cool. I don't know why the orcs get cooler toys. Look at that.
Oh, that spiky one is chaos.
No, I know. I'm not talking about. I'm talking about the toys above it.
Oh, the mech.
Yeah,
Oh,
that stuff. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I really like the look of that. It's similar to a lot of the Riser pattern stuff. So it's like they've looted bits of Imperial buildings. So I really like the way they've done that. But I know Artie at Dreadwar Gaming, he's not a huge fan of it because they don't have a footprint for the model. It's all separate components. But myself, I really like the look of it.
But see, now with the new rules, you draw invisible lines to create a footprint, and you count. That counts as an area of cover.
Right.
So the new rules kind of help it.
Yeah.
I would probably put it on a base myself to give it a clearer, more defined footprint. But
yeah, it makes sense for gameplay wise because it avoids any confusion then, doesn't it?
Exactly.
Okay.
This is a cool little spiky portal things, but some people call it the butthole of chaos.
Right? It's the Noctilith crown.
AKA the butthole.
And you can see this is a butthole.
Oh, apparently it's Eric Cartman's favorite fortification.
Exactly.
Holy crap, it is coming down.
Really?
It is pouring outside my house right now.
Oh man. Well, let's get through it. We got 3 minutes.
Yep.
All right, so this is Loathsome Aura. Chaos units have a 5-up invul save while they are wholly within 6 inches of this model. In addition, you can reroll psychic tests for Chaos Psychers while they are within 6 inches of the model at the start of the second and third battle rounds. The range of both these aura abilities is increased by Tress. It is 9 inches in the second battle round and 12 inches in the third and subsequent battle rounds.
That seems really strong, especially since Chaos Devastators are really good.
Right.
Havocs, I think they're called.
I'm sorry?
I think they're called Havocs, the Chaos Devastators.
Yes, I believe so. And then we got the Tau, and then we keep going. So
yeah, we can skip over that.
Yeah, we're done that. Planning permission authorized. All right, here comes the really cool one, right? It's the defensive array. I really like this one. This is, like you said, this is very much, God, what is the game you just played?
StarCraft.
Yeah, that's it. Old age thing. Anyway. It's the defensive array, right? So in your shooting phase, each time this model is selected to shoot, its Hammerfall heavy bolter array of its Hammerfall heavy flamer array can target and resolve attacks against every eligible enemy unit. Each time... Go ahead.
I was just saying, and that works because it comes with either a bunch of flamers or a bunch of heavy bolters.
I'd want to get the heavy bolters. That would be so much taka.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Each time this model fires Overwatch, it only resolves attacks with its weapons against the charging unit. But when doing so, the type of its Hammerfall heavy bolter array is changed to heavy 6. And the type of its Hammerfall heavy flamer arrays is changed to heavy 2d6. Oof.
So this thing is going to put out a bunch of shots. It is a horde killer.
Yeah, but
it's a bad time to play orcs right now, I think.
Yeah, but I mean, you still have to hit roll 6s in order to.
So you see those giant missiles on top?
Yes.
Those are called Hammerfall missile launchers.
Okay.
And you can get either a super frag or super cracked missile options.
How cool!
Both 72-inch range, massive.
That's the whole dude. We're playing on 40-inch table. That's retarded. That's the whole freaking table.
Yeah.
That's your neighbor's table. There's another guy playing on another table. Hey, I just shot your guy on your table. I know you're not playing with us, but we just killed you. Sorry. What the hell?
Check this out. The frag version is heavy 2d6, strength 6, and 1 damage with blast bonuses.
Oh my god.
These super crack is heavy 2, so only 2 shots, but strength freaking 10.
Oh.
2 AP, D6 damage.
Dude, that's more than that's a last cannon. Yeah, that's retarded. That's incredible, dude. And really cool Necrons. Lovely. Very pretty.
Convergence of Dominion. A lot of people are upset because it's coming out at the same time as the Hammerfall drop turret, right?
Right.
Its ability doesn't seem anywhere near as powerful as the Space Marine version, so I see why some people are really upset. And the weapons on it are short range.
Right.
However, with the help of a crypt deck, apparently it can be teleported somewhere else on the table, so you could theoretically get its high volume of shots deep down the field somewhere later in the game. So, I mean, it seems like it could be strong, but it is definitely not as obviously strong as the Hammerfall turret. So.
Awesome.
If you want to see a more thorough coverage on that Convergence of Dominion, though, go check out IDICBeer 40K. He's got a video all about it, and you can definitely check that out.
He is a Necron.
Big Mek, my brother. We've had a lot to talk about today. We crammed a lot in a short amount of time.
You just woke him up when you said that. So
Do you have any closing thoughts today, my brother?
It's an exciting time to be a 40k player. I mean, I've not ordered a copy of Indomitus myself, but once that rulebook comes, I'll grab myself a copy of that, and then we'll see where I go from there. It's always optimistic if I can be on my channel, so I'll share some of that optimism onto your channel.
Awesome. Are there any of those new units you really want to put in your Imperial Fists?
I was very tempted by a lot of the Space Marine models. I really like the bikes, but I'm not necessarily going to play many bikes in my Imperial Fist force, I don't think. But I think the Chainsaw Marines, I'm tempted to get a kickstart on some flesh tearers or something in the not too distant future.
So you're looking to do a more of a melee run?
Potentially, yeah.
Okay.
Like although I am always tempted to do like a last wall protocol sort of force, the same way Chapter Master Valrak does, and bring in some of the other Imperial Fist successor chapters.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. Very cool.
Awesome.
Freakalicious, any closing thoughts from you?
No, man, had a great time with the Big Mek. Dude, this was a great show. I had so much fun. Great laughs, great company. Dude, the chat was on fire today. And dang, man, I can't wait to the next one. This was actually a lot of fun. I am still cautiously optimistic, but more optimistic and excited now for 9th edition. It's not 7th edition. So I've been able to convince myself that it's not the crazy nut job complication which 7th was, but it is going to take some getting used to, just like anything else, like any new product, right? So new game system. From my understanding, though, it is not really a new system. It's a clarification of 8th with tightening up some loopholes and leaks that people were taking advantage. So I'm pretty excited about that, with a little extra added love, such as some fortifications like we just saw, and some rules for terrain. Pretty cool. And we get some new minis as well, so pretty excited about that.
I'm pretty cautiously optimistic myself, and I think part of feeling less stressed about it is seeing Mini Wargaming, big shout out, has done a massive job at making the new rules easy to digest, and I really appreciate it. It's definitely taken a lot of stress off of me. So big shout out there. Had a blast with the Big Mek. I always do. So one of the greatest people in the hobby to hang out with.
He's amazing.
Hang out with this guy. I highly recommend it.
He pulls out the best and the worst in me. I don't know why. Just
okay, go check out his channel, of course, if you haven't already. Big Mek Danskull. Yeah. Like I said, you'll enjoy every minute of it. And definitely, we got to do this again. We absolutely have to do this again. Thank you, everyone who joined us today. Because, like Freak said, the chat was amazing. You love the communication with you guys, the hangout. The just bonding with you guys. It's always awesome. And of course, we want to make sure we thank our patrons. And of course, I get a little loud and a little excited. This is the part where you may want to, turn down the volume on me or mute me if you have to. I get a little excited, but I just want to thank the people that help us make this happen all the time. So I'm a big shout out to our brother Bloodclaw Heinrich Bartha.
'Cause he's awesome.
Bloodclaw Running Bear.
He's a bear of a man.
Bloodclaw Richard at the Nerd Life.
He's a big lovable nerd.
Bloodclaw Big Mek Danskull.
He's right there.
Bloodclaw Brian the Mini War Mutt.
Is he a mutt? Bow wow.
Bloodclaw Big D at the Gamecraft Dragon.
Because he's got a big D.
Bloodclaw Chief Live Gaming.
He is the chief.
Bloodclaw Inquisitor Zane.
Insane in the membrane.
Bloodclaw Zack the Crimson Painter.
Red, everything red.
Grey Hunter Brother Roxas.
IT Master.
Grey Hunter Kaiju Shorts.
He is Australian Jesus.
Wolfguard Kalo.
Drop trow, baby.
From high orbit in the Phalanx, Wolfguard Commodore.
Not the computer.
The ever mysterious and beefy, physically imposing Wolflord Anonymous.
He could be standing behind you.
Hero of Fenris, Ultimate Wolflord Meeks.
Clap them cheeks, baby.
And of course, our very own Smash Captain, wielder of the Banhammer, the Ultimate Wolflord
Archer.
Thank you so much to our patrons who make us happen. Again, thank you everyone who joined us for today's show. Guys, if you like this episode, please make sure that you grab up an axe and smash that like button in the name of the Emperor. Drop us some comments down below, especially if you're watching from the archives and feel free to be part of any of these ridiculous conversations. Make sure that you are subscribed to the Big Mek Danskull because he's freaking amazing.
He is amazing.
And if you guys are not yet subscribed to this channel, then Freakalicioso and I love that you as part of the pack here on the Frost and Fist. Until next time, guys. Stay frosty.